From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Thursday, July 23rd, 2015. Silver is trading at $14.82 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,099 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $279. Antiwar.com reports a suicide bomber detonated in a crowded marketplace in Afghanistan's northern Faryab province yesterday, killing at least 19 people and wounding 38 others. There's been no claim of responsibility thus far for the strike. The immediate suspicion was that it was a Taliban attack, as the Afghan government and Taliban forces have been fighting over control of the province, with both sides claiming some gains over the other in the past week. The Islamic State has also been active in some of northern Afghanistan as well. Provincial police say the attack targeted a group of soldiers guarding the market, but that the casualties also included a number of civilian bystanders. The fear is that the death toll will rise further because of the number of serious injuries. During this year's spring offensive, much of the Taliban's activity has been in the northern portion of the country, with efforts to secure territory that they did not even fully control before the 2001 U.S. invasion and occupation. Coinbase is a simple and secure online Bitcoin wallet for sending, receiving, and storing Bitcoin. Coinbase also allows you to buy and sell Bitcoin using a bank account or use their tools to accept Bitcoin as a merchant. Opening a wallet is quick and easy, and for merchants, there are no transaction fees on the first $1 million worth of transactions. Get started at coinbase.fppradio.com. That's coinbase.fppradio.com. UPI reports Glacier National Park's most popular roadway was shut down and homes and lodging areas were evacuated as firefighters continue their efforts to contain fast-moving wildfires that were inching closer to populated areas. A section of Going to the Sun Road in Glacier National Park remained closed Wednesday between the park's St. Mary entrance in the east side and Avalanche area on the west side in response to a 1,000-acre fire. The park operated 72-unit Rising Sun motor inn and cabins, and the nearby Rising Sun campground were evacuated. Chris Rossmiller, who was at the motel as firefighters were spraying down buildings, said, "It's smoky up here and nobody really knows how big the fire is." The fire was first reported around 3:45 p.m. Tuesday and quickly spread. Park rangers continued their search for backcountry hikers in the area. A temporary flight restriction was put into place over the area. Other wildfires as well spread quickly. Some were started by lightning strikes and others started by people. For over 35 years, Roberts & Roberts has been a trusted source for buying and selling your investment-grade precious metals. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and permanently removed the minimum purchase order for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on investing and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 850-478-5270 or online at rrbi.co. Reuters reports New York moved on Wednesday to raise the minimum wage for fast food workers to $15 an hour by the end of 2018 in New York City and by mid-2021 in the rest of the state. The New York Wage Board voted unanimously for the increase, which would cover some 180,000 workers statewide and affects fast food chains with 30 locations or more in the United States. The three-member board was formed at the behest of Governor Andrew Cuomo in May after the state legislature turned down his proposal for a minimum wage increase for most workers. Its decision does not need legislative approval, but requires approval by the state labor commissioner, which is expected. At a jubilant rally in New York City celebrating the vote, a beaming Cuomo said, "This is going to help hundreds of thousands of New Yorkers, but this is going to do something else, because when New York acts, the rest of the states follow." Last month, Los Angeles set its minimum wage to rise from $9 an hour to $15 per hour by 2020, affecting some 600,000 workers. Seattle and San Francisco have also increased minimum wage in recent years. The rise to $15 an hour marks a major step from New York's current minimum wage of $8.75 per hour. The increase would be phased in, taking effect by the end of 2018 in New York City and by July 2021 in the rest of the state. Business groups and other critics slammed the decision as discriminatory because it singled out one industry, and legal challenges are expected. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.